welcome to episode 2 of the Movie Scrub, a brand new vlog hosted by Cineworld Rugby. My name's Sarah Cook, this is Nick Clark, and this is Scott Marshall. And today we're going to be talking about Captain America Civil War, but first, onto the film we were talking about last time, Batman vs Superman. So guys, what were your thoughts about this dreadful, awful, horrendous movie?
I thought it was Oscar bait, to be honest.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful. No, it had some redeeming qualities that were far and few in between.
It did end eventually.
Yeah, eventually. I think I was here for a good 3. I grew a beard in the time it took to watch the film. But yeah, it ended. That was good. The rest was a bit of a mess. To be honest.
You had high hopes for it.
I did. I thought it would be good.
Disappointed?
I was disappointed with the characterizations of Lex Luthor and a few other characters. Jesse Eisenberg, why?
Yeah, I suppose that's as good a place to start as any. I said last time that I'd reserve judgment, and yeah, it was bad. He was miscast. It was one of the worst miscasts I've seen in a very long time. Yeah. He had zero threat. He hammed it up all over the place.
Too much ham.
Far too much ham.
Ham and pickle sandwich.
That was too much ham for me. It was just bad.
Clearly trying to do a version of the Joker. Like, you know, he's obviously seen Jared Leto in Suicide Squad, and Zack Snyder's like, well, we have a bit more of that in our film. And it's like, that's not Lex Luthor at all. Lex Luthor's a calm, collected psychopath. And you can't follow Gene Hackman and Kevin Spacey to do your ADHD, daddy issues Lex Luthor. It's just horrendous. And I feel kind of bad now saying that he's actually going to be good. And I kind of, like, yeah. And I really hate to say that you were right, but you were right. Like,
get used to it.
That's right.
Yep.
Just an appalling piece of work. And I think we can all agree that Zack Snyder just should never direct a movie again.
I'm amazed that a film that cost so much money was just so boring.
He can do a good freeze frame, but that's about it.
His slow motion scenes in every movie are like epic, and they're really done well, and that's about it. That's all he can do well are these like slow motion action scenes, and it's just horrendous. The editing, what was going on with the editing?
Yeah.
So, should we talk about anything good about the film? It's got to be some good.
Well, I really enjoyed Ben Affleck's Batman. I thought he was a really superb Bruce Wayne. I thought that he kind of had the cool and intellectual detective part down, and then he had the gruff, manic, kind of fighting, punchy Batman. Although he did have this moment where he looked like he had like 20,000 sweaters on, like. But other than that, I thought I'm really excited for what Affleck's going to bring to the Batman lore.
I mean, he can't be worse than Zack Snyder, but I disagree with you. I didn't buy Ben Affleck at all. I thought he was okay once he was in the suit, but as Bruce Wayne, I just couldn't buy it at all.
Really?
Not at all, no.
Isn't that just something that the direction maybe? Because I really enjoyed him as...
I don't think so. I just think you don't buy him as Bruce Wayne. I think it's quite hard to get Bruce Wayne wrong.
Yes.
And I just didn't buy him.
Although he did have this really cheesy workout scene that I can't get out of my head.
Well, as far as montages go, that was pretty good.
It was obligatory training montage, yeah.
With the hammer and
he did need to be that buff because he is fighting Superman.
Yeah.
So that argument about, he looks like a brick wall, he kind of had to. So that's not the problem I have with him. It's just, I don't know, I just didn't see him as Bruce Wayne.
Okay. On the other hand, I thought Wonder Woman was a great part of the film.
Yeah, I agree.
She kind of came out of nowhere and kind of stole quite the few scenes she was in.
Yeah.
Even, doing her own detective work, she had her own little side story. Then she came in to save the day. I thought that was great. Great music accompanying her theme as well.
All hail Wonder Woman.
Again, I think it's perhaps the film it's in. She was all right, but she was in such a bad film that actually she just stood out by being kind of okay. She was fine. Her film is an interesting one coming up, but I mean, really, she wasn't that great.
Scott, did you enjoy anything from this movie?
The ending.
Eventually,
yeah.
And
getting my legs back to life after sitting there for 3 hours.
Yep, yeah.
Well, on that note, let us know your thoughts about Batman vs Superman in the comments below, and we're going to move on to other films that you guys have been watching.
We're gonna need a bigger cup. Yes!
So guys, what have you been watching?
Well, I watched Hardcore Henry. It's completely over-the-top action, first-person perspective, which was an interesting concept that we haven't really seen for a feature-length film before, only short films. The first person got quite obnoxious at points, but as far as an entertaining film goes, you can't go wrong. I'd definitely recommend it.
Just made me think the concept should be kept to a short film.
Yeah, but the fact that it was crowdfunded and it made it out here as cinemas, and maybe it'll pave the way for more story-based first-person films. I think it's doing the right thing.
Interesting.
Last film I watched was Eddie the Eagle.
That's good.
So, new British film starring Taron Egerton and Hugh Jackman. In many ways, it's a very traditional sports film, but a very likeable lead character in Eddie the Eagle, very likeable lead actor in Taron Egerton. You kind of know what you're going to get for it. It hits all the beats. You know in the end it's Eddie the Eagle, so if you know the story, he doesn't actually win at the end, but he gets his version of success, and it makes you leave the cinema smiling, and that's always a good thing when you watch a film.
Yeah, well, I was very uplifted by it.
Yeah, feel good film.
Very good film. Yeah, I think the latest I watched was The Jungle Book by Jon Favreau.
Yep, any good?
Who, phenomenal, like absolutely fantastic. I know Disney are on this kind of charge to get all their movies that were once cartoons into live action, but Jon Favreau has just splendid things. The animations looks like real animals. The story is like, I mean, obviously it's the same story about a boy, Mowgli, in the jungle with his talking panthers and bears. And it's got the voices of like Ben Kingsley, Scarlett Johansson, and Bill Murray as Baloo. It's like the best thing to come to cinema since Bill Murray in any other movie. So yeah, I think it's a really charming, family-friendly movie with great animation and music. Ben Sassoon's still in it, and I Want to Be Like You, so it's great. Fantastic movie. Yeah. So yeah, you can catch all these movies at your local Cineworld. Make sure you check it out at cineworld.co.uk. And onwards to our next segment, where we'll be talking about Captain America Civil War, the latest from Disney/Marvel, which sees our favourite hero pitted against his old friends for the rights of superheroes everywhere. So guys, what do you think about the upcoming spectacular movie?
I am incredibly excited for it.
Yes.
Captain America, the first film was good, the second film was phenomenal, and this one should continue that trend of getting even better.
I agree. I think this is going to show Batman versus Superman how you do a superhero versus movie. Particularly with Marvel's track record. I don't think they've really made a bad film. Some are better than others, obviously, and I have all confidence this is going to be great. Yeah,
and watching all these characters come together, all these superheroes, new ones, old ones, everyone's, it's going to be a spectacle here.
Who are you most excited for, new character-wise, or old character-wise, I guess?
I'm really excited to see Bucky and / Winter Soldier, because obviously he's a completely new realm for him. He's been the best friend, he's been the enemy, and now he's kind of teetering on both. And he's kind of like the catalyst that sets it all off, which I'm really excited to see what Sebastian Stan does with that role and the new kind of layout for this character. What about you guys?
I'm looking forward to Spider-Man's Homecoming. Show off my show here. Yep, he's finally come back to Marvel, and he's making more than a cameo in this film. He should have a pretty solid role in it, judging by the past history. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Spider-Man.
In the comics, he has a very big role to play.
He does, hopefully.
So hopefully he might
transfer over.
I have been waiting for a very long time for Black Panther, and from the trailers, he looks incredible. He adds something different to it, and a character from another country as well. A bit different physicality and stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do.
It's going to be amazing. Like, I completely agree with your points. I'm so excited for this movie. But the big question is, whose side are you on?
Team Cap over here. It's got to be said.
I probably Cap as well.
Yeah, I think Team Cap. I completely agree. And there's people out there, Team Iron Man, who believe that regulation and superhero regulation is imperative. But judging from the history of Steve Rogers and Captain America and his corrupt government enemies,
he hasn't done wrong so far. So
he's always been right, and he doesn't have a good feeling about this. And I'm all Team Cap. He's all lawful good.
Yeah.
Got reward and grievance for once.
I know.
That's rare.
No.
Let's hope it doesn't disappoint us.
Yeah.
You can catch Captain America at your local Cineworld from the 29th of April. But first, our very talented Scott's going to do some Avengers impressions. Would you like to go and get your mark and set up? Because we think they're great, don't we?
We're in for a treat.
We're in for a treat.
If you insist.
Yeah, we insist.
You won't be disappointed. Captain America, Black Widow, Iron Man, Falcon, Tom. And Bucky. Amazing. Amazing. I love it.
It was pretty humorous, I thought.
Yeah. For better impressions, cosplayers, photo booths, and Captain America shenanigans, come to Cineworld Rugby.
Yeah, we've got an event running from the 28th to the 30th. Come and enjoy the triple bill and vote for your favourite team.
Yeah, fantastic. And that's it from the Movie Scrum. Thanks again. We'll be back next month. We'll be talking about X-Men Apocalypse.
Ooh, more superhero goodness.
Ooh. Goodbye from us.
Farewell.
Bye.